Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And it is the final episode of season 1 of Nancy Drew.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I know.
I have really enjoyed it so far, and I'm very, very looking forward to this last one. I assume this is going to be the repercussions of Owen's murder.
Yes, dealing with the Algleika, dealing with the truth about Nancy's parentage and Lucy's death. Bess having to work around the Marvins and what they want from her.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot to unpack, and we'll see how it goes. That's a short intro. I just want to get to it. Sorry. Not sorry. We'll talk about it all after, you know.
Mm-hmm. Episode 18, The Clue in the Captain's Painting.
Oh, this is the clue to the Marvin's past and the Algleika, isn't it? Oh, poor Nancy. She was gonna get away and just...
Anything you can tell me might help find Owen's killer.
Yeah, we've been haunted.
It wasn't your fault.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna think it's ghost-related. It's not ghost-related, Nancy.
At least we don't think it's ghost-related.
Bess, I really wish I'd been at your aunt's party. I could have seen something.
You know, I'm sorry. No, I screwed up.
But you had no reason to suspect it.
I know,
so.
right?
But I do get that, you know, it would have been the perfect opportunity if she had been there. She could have paid attention.
I did it. It's my fault because I didn't pay the toll.
Just gonna think you're going insane.
The Algleika took Owen.
Nancy.
Elizabeth, for her. She's like, okay.
I don't think it was the Algleika. I think it was just...
I think it was a Marvin, to be honest.
Great.
Do you guys want to do another seance?
Oof.
We have got pretty good at this ghost thing.
We have to try it. If we don't get ahead of this thing, we're next.
Look, I'm kind of nervous about the seance, but I also appreciate that they're going to try. What if Owen's gonna haunt her?
I hope Owen doesn't haunt her. She's had enough hauntings in her life.
Ghosts are drawn to objects they've touched, so we could use those bottle pieces to try to summon Owen.
I mean, can't you just use Nancy then?
God.
You just pulled away from my hand like I was on fire.
What? When?
She feels guilty.
Yeah. I think she doesn't want Nancy to know right now, maybe.
Hi.
What are you
I
doing there?
heard about Owen.
Oh my god, it's so... He just so
Awkward.
dislikes Owen and he slept with his daughter. It's also complicated.
You don't get to claim me.
I'm just trying to do right by you.
Then give her some time.
If you want to know why, and just look at your past. I mean, all the women in your life have ended up messed up or dead. You know, Lucy, Tiffany.
Oh god, Nancy. I appreciate he's trying though.
But I also appreciate her reaction.
So the bucket curse hasn't struck yet.
Oh, I forgot about George's bucket curse.
Guess that means I'm in the messed up category.
George, no, I didn't mean you.
It's fine.
I feel like it's affecting George more than Nancy. Nancy doesn't give a shit that they slept together, to be honest.
Yeah. I think George just feels so guilty.
Yeah. Well, I think she already felt guilty because of Tiffany.
Is everybody feeling ready to do this? I feel ready.
That's because you are unfortunately the most well-adjusted ace.
I'm nervous. Are they gonna get Owen?
I hope
Are they gonna get someone
so. No.
Something's there.
But is it Owen? The fact that they're broken glasses pieces makes me nervous.
Me too.
Is that you?
Don't let go. Oh, it's the Algleika.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was about to like, I don't know if we should be doing a seance when there's another demon, or not demon, spirit.
Oh, I can fix it.
The legs are shattered.
Well, I can fix some of it.
Did you see her face?
Lady Algleika? I think you're gonna need a bigger bottle.
If she wanted us all dead, why didn't she just kill us?
Exactly. That's why it's not her.
I wish we knew something about the person she was before she died.
And we got our 2 best investigators hanging out.
Are either of you artists by any chance? Wit has tasked me with finding a painter. Owen will need a portrait for the Hall of Tragedies.
Hall of Tragedies? Oh my god, I'm so into this Marvin family.
Me too. They're
crazy.
So ridiculous.
It could be extremely helpful to know everything Lisbeth knows. As soon as she knows it.
I mean, if Elizabeth tells you anything, then yes, you could, I think you'd be fair to pass it along, but I don't think she's going to tell you.
Print, yes. What have we got there?
Oh, hey!
How well do you know the Aglaika?
The story or the entity itself?
If you don't pay her toll, she collects all souls at once.
Exactly.
If she was the one to take your friend's life, she would have taken yours the same day.
Thanks for clearing this up, Hannah.
But then who killed Owen?
Good old-fashioned murder.
There has been a murder!
But you do still need to get the Aglaika off your back because you all could still die.
Who would want revenge on Owen?
Anybody in your family?
Bess, are you cool handling the investigation on your end?
Yeah. Guys, she's already gone.
The cops are back? Please. There hasn't been a Marvin in bracelet since the feud with Harry Winston.
You don't suspect anyone in your family?
Or that they just get away with everything.
Both.
Marvins don't rat.
I like this guy.
I know he's fun.
Catfished his caddy. Took his identity, ruined his credit.
She's ratting out like crazy.
She had a boy smash up this married guy's car once because she was dumb enough to fall for him.
What?
Like, how desperate do you have to be someone's mistress?
Awkward. These characters are hilarious.
I know, I'm really enjoying it. I love, like, the rich people suspects.
Yeah.
Multiple crazy family ones.
You trying to push me away?
Oh, George. You're gonna have to get over this.
But he also needs to give her time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I forgot. No one likes that.
I'll just meet up with you later.
But he already went through this with Nancy, so that's why I think that he'll be less...
extra. Yeah.
You know. This is why they broke up, because she wouldn't share.
I could really use your help. I don't know your game. But you won't win.
Oh my god, girl, get over it.
Right.
Build a bridge and get over it. Does she have an alibi on that?
Yeah. Dozen shots of herself at the party at the time of the murder.
Maybe there's some clues in those backgrounds, though.
Of course there is.
I mean, maybe it wasn't a Marvin. It could all be red herrings.
Well, and the Marvins probably have a lot of enemies. Even just not his own business, but...
No sign of Tinkerbell?
No.
It's only been like a minute, girl. Give it time.
Also, maybe he doesn't want to haunt anybody. Yeah, not everybody comes back. Kate hasn't.
Yeah.
If you ever want to talk about anything.
Aww.
So nice, Ace.
I know.
I really appreciate that.
He's also the only one who doesn't have any sort of baggage with him besides Bess.
But until then, how great is it that I can avoid talking about my two dads by avoiding talking about my dead boyfriend?
It says Marvin's storage unit on it. I suppose you know where the key is?
Break-in.
Pick it.
Is it a clue?
Hey, Ace. Someone was here.
Oh. Somebody with dirty palms.
I respect that you are dealing with a huge loss, but inserting yourself into a murder investigation isn't the way to do it.
Well, it's worked for her before.
The handprint was clear, but there weren't any fingerprints, as if the tips of the fingers were covered.
Oh.
Let me help. Use me.
What about him? Can I use him?
You need a hacker? Oof, this is stressful.
In fairness, you always said you wanted to be with me.
Because I was 17!
Yeah, because she was a kid.
And I had a crush on you, and I thought it was something more because I didn't know any better.
You were an adult.
You did! You made me okay with being a dirty little secret because I was a 17-year-old girl from a poor family swept off her feet by some rich, older married man.
Ooh, I think this is cathartic for George, but I don't know what she's going to get from Ryan.
I think she just needed to get this out before she could move on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even hold a guy's hand in public because you taught me the wrong rules.
George, I'm so sorry.
Don't touch her.
But I will be fine. Because I'm George freaking fan.
That's right, George.
Yes.
Yeah, we tested the substance from that handprint at Owen's window. Traces of ethanol-blended gasoline and FCW oil. It's,
Josh? Is it Josh?
Why would you?
Because they said the only way he could have gotten away was on a boat. I mean, I don't know what he would have against Owen, but...
Flames. On the side of my face. Breathing. Heaving breaths. Heaving.
I think the handprint on the window wasn't...
Therefore the lack of fingerprints.
Was being watched. I think I was.
Oh, yeah, following Nancy.
Buckle up.
You're not gonna tell the cops?
And how will Josh react, if it's really Josh,
to find
out Nancy's his niece?
Yeah. Are they really going to solve Owen's murder that fast? I really thought it was going to be like a whole next season thing.
I'm not sure that he killed Owen, but maybe this is the conclusion of Josh.
Yeah.
He said he was on his way to find you at the Sea Queen ceremony.
She thinks that she's...
He wanted to give his big sister flowers.
I'm not Lucy. I'm her daughter, actually. I was born the night she died. She never told anybody that she was pregnant.
You're her child? She gave me a granddaughter. I've missed your whole life.
No. Just the part before now.
This is sweet, but I'm so worried.
I know. Like, what is Josh gonna do, especially if he finds out the truth? Oh, or is the Gleica gonna show up?
I know, the Gleica hasn't haunted them yet.
SOS.
Oh. Oh yeah, I guess he would know Morse code, maybe. He's very investigative.
Yeah, what does that mean, though? Is it Owen? Is Owen trying to warn them?
Grandma, I really need you to tell me if Joshua has come back.
Is he already there?
Sweetie, he never left.
What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
In the roof? Oh no, is this a trick to get Ace over there? Don't.
Oh, Ace.
Don't.
You should have knocked on the door first and told Nancy. Oh my god, do not hurt Ace.
Oh no. No. Wait, is he a ghost?
I don't know.
Or was he on the other side of the door?
Oh yes, pick it.
I'm so confused.
How could he know that Ace was there though? Unless I guess he saw him and set it up just right then impulsively.
I think he saw him.
Oh, Nancy, I'm so worried for you.
Oh, he's sleeping up there.
God, how could he be alive?
Revenge is a strong motivator.
He was dead and maybe possessed.
Lucy's charm.
Why would you up there alone?
I know, wouldn't she be like, where's Ace? When she got out of the door. It didn't show that.
She never really thinks that through.
You killed Owen.
Well, if your boyfriend had just sent you the text like I asked him
to, no.
I would have let him go.
But you don't know the truth.
He fought me. I had to keep him quiet. He seemed to care more about you than his own life. All I wanted was justice for my sister.
There was no justice to be had.
Your sister was my mother. I know you didn't know it, but the last time you saw her, she was pregnant, and hours later, she headed up to the bluffs to end her life.
Oh, God.
It's not gonna believe you.
I am your niece, your family.
Oh. Nancy! The cops are here.
Ace, just pop in and pop out.
Don't try to run.
No, he's gonna
jump.
Yeah.
Josh, don't!
He slipped. Help him up. Oh, that's gotta be painful. I was really expecting Owen's murder to be all the way into the next season.
Yeah, I'm kind of really surprised.
You pulled him up together. And that's how we're gonna beat this curse.
Whatever comes. We're in this together.
Don't, please. No, stop. Stop now.
So what happens when she asks you to keep her abreast of something that I'm not allowed to talk about?
Well, you're saying it like my family are a bunch of criminals.
Best they have a hall of tragedies. What happens when you find out that your family has some skeletons in the closet? Are you gonna let me know?
You have to let her know. Nancy would.
Depending what the skeletons are.
Oh, yeah, no, I meant criminal.
Yes.
I thought that what I had with him was all I deserved. And now I know I deserve whatever the hell I want.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad she sorted that out.
Great.
You holding my hand in the center of town. So much PDA that the world is gonna barf.
Aww.
I guess I just got so used to being the girl you keep a secret. Not the girl you take to dinner.
Well then, I'll make reservations.
Cute.
I know that your mother and father never showed you the kind of unconditional love that you deserve. But know that you are loved here, my darling.
With many conditions. I want to see the Hall of Tragedies.
Me too.
Those, dear, were painted by your great-great-great-grandfather, Douglas Marvin. He was a great sea captain.
What's he now?
Mm-hmm.
But another night, dear.
What's that? What's that?
Is that the Aglaika?
I'm guessing it is. Oh. How could no one see that? Oh, it's so disturbing.
It's gonna be another portent. Oh no.
Oh, it's not
That's not terrifying at all. Oh.
Oh, so disturbing. Oh, God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, just like Lucy.
Yeah.
That was
not what I expected at all.
Yeah.
Because I was really thinking that Owen's death would be the whole next season mystery, but I do wonder if maybe it's more of the Aglaika and the figuring out the history with the Marvins.
Yeah, I totally think so. The thing is, I think this episode was hit or miss for me. Because there's some parts I really liked about it, and then some parts that I didn't.
It's slightly disappointing that it was Josh. Like, I think it was like a good twist.
Yeah.
But since it's the finale episode, I was expecting something more, either more epic or less epic and have it continue in season 2.
Yes.
Like, I kind of thought this episode would be maybe the funeral and just them all dealing with them processing and maybe some Aglaika things.
Yeah. And I think that there were quite a lot of plot holes in the final confrontation between Nancy and Josh. Like what I was saying, why didn't she notice that Ace wasn't when she came out? And all these kind of things that made it feel rushed. Instead of like a really
tension building.
Tension. And then the reveal of like, oh, I'm your niece. And he's like, no. And then it's like, it's not even him coming to terms with it and saying like, oh my gosh, you're my niece. I don't want to hurt you. Or it's not even, or the other option being like, I don't care that you're my niece. You turned me in. I want to kill you. Neither of those happened. The cops showed up and he tried to run away from the cops and fell off the thing. Like,
yes.
Really, so I really needed a better resolution for that.
All this told me is that
resolution.
Owen was not able to do season 2. That's what this told me. To me, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, so that's why I was disappointed in the Josh thing, because I do like that Josh lived, and I do like that they confront each other and everything. It didn't work for me in some of the emotional resolution wasn't there for me. George's confrontation with Ryan.
I really liked that.
Yeah. I think it cleared up some things for me that I was confused upon. I didn't realize that she was pulling away because she'd been the secret girl. I kind of wish that they'd made that clearer earlier, because then I would have been like really on it. But for me, at the beginning of her confrontation, I was kind of like, why is she even doing this? Like, what does she expect from Ryan to give her for this? Like, because it's been over for so long. And
it did make sense to me, though, once they sort of explained it out. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, this does make sense. I kind of almost like that I didn't get it until that moment, just because it was such a back of the mind thing, and even she said she thought she was over it, and that she didn't realize until she tried to get into a new relationship that she wasn't.
Yeah, and I mean, it was in the end all about her, so she didn't need anything from Ryan. It was just her telling him that he'd done wrong, and she needed him to know that. I did like that, because I don't need them to be like, I forgive you, don't forgive you. Like, I don't need that. Nope. I just like that they, she got her feelings out there, and that was enough.
Because the truth of the matter, part of it is because Ryan seems so young to us, but now that we kind of know that he's Nancy's dad, is like, he is twice her age.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was only 17, so...
Yeah, I think that we didn't really pay attention too much to the ages at first.
Well, especially because, at this point, she's 19, she's an adult. She has a job, she's a manager, all that stuff. So she doesn't seem young. We come in after the fact.
Yeah. Plus, we're used to Hollywood casting, which often casts older people. And they're like, oh, they're in high school. And we're like, are they though?
Right.
I'm not sure. So I feel like sometimes you don't pay attention to age quite as much in actors and shows and stuff.
Well, and then partially because, Ryan looks so young. He does not look like he's in his 40s.
Yeah.
Or 38, 39.
I don't know. I can't remember how old they were when they
had... 18 and plus 19, that's what it is.
Yeah. Because he was away at boarding school, so he still would have been a teen for sure.
Yeah, well, he said he was 18.
Oh, was he? Okay. So I don't remember. Bess and the Marvins. I was so disappointed that the Marvins weren't part of the murder mystery. Because I love that they were starting to introduce some of these quirky, rich characters.
Well, I do definitely think they still have to play a part because of the whole Aglaika thing. And I am really excited to find out the skeletons in their closet.
Yeah. But I do think that it's kind of disappointing that these aren't actively But then again, once they dig deeper into the mystery, will these Marvins start interfering with Bess's investigation?
I almost prefer it this way, because then we don't have to deal with like Lisbeth being actively involved until Bess has to deal with the fact of there being a skeleton she discovers, or if something else comes up with the Marvins, which is also possible because they have a lot of dealings. But this way, it's all just basically the Nancy gang investigating without having to work around the police and all that hoopla and dealing with the new sheriff. Maybe just I like that it's more secret.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet how I feel about how Bess feels torn between the cop and the family. I feel like that could be stronger.
I feel like I don't really need it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I'm not annoyed by it, but
I feel like Bess is the kind of person so far who, I don't know, it just feels a bit contrived because of Bess's personality. But I don't know. They're going to go somewhere with it next season, I guess. Sure.
Yeah. I think I just need to see how they go about it. Because right now it's all sort of abstract.
Yeah.
When Owen's death was happening, it was more real. But now that that's over, it's all kind of just wait to see what happens there.
Nick and George finally getting together. I can take it or leave it. I don't dislike them together, but I'm not shipping them either.
I think it's cute, but I'm happy for George.
Yeah. So I'd be interested to see how that goes for next season.
Yes.
Nancy
the fact
and Ryan, like, how are they going to interact in the future? I am really curious about the Ryan, Carson, Nancy, how that's going to play out.
There's going to be some tension up in there. And then also finding out that your uncle killed your boyfriend. And also, are you going to have a relationship with your grandmother, Patrice, now?
Yeah. Also, I really love the Aglaika hauntings. They're so creepy, and they're different than Lucy's, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. Obviously, I think the thing I'm most excited about next season is the Aglaika storyline.
Yeah. Overall, I think that the season really improved.
It built up for sure.
There was some good mystery stuff in the beginning as well, but I think that as a whole episodes like solidified. I think my favorites got to be like the two-parter,
the Whisper Box,
Larkspur Lane Whisper Box one.
That one was so good, so creepy. Also, I feel like the moments when you first find out that there are real ghosts is fun. Yeah, because you're just not prepared for it, not expecting it at all.
The twists of like Joshua being killer and Karen being killer, I loved those because I had eliminated Josh as a suspect so early, and Karen, I often said like I was suspicious of her, but I didn't really like think that she was like the killer who killed Tiffany. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't see any reason for that, so it did surprise me, but I was really happy for it.
It's over, Karen.
Yeah, definitely for me, like the Whisper Box and stuff is my favorite episode. This last episode, kind of take it or leave it, but I did the build up to it, like these last, basically since the Whisper Box, I feel like everything was just gold. Yeah. It was going so well.
To be honest, I kind of wish they just cut this episode and put all this info into the next season, because I feel like last episode was a better finale. Yeah. Because it's like, ooh, Owen's dead. What's going to happen?
Agreed.
Kind of thing.
Agreed. It would have been interesting for that to be the start of the next one. Yeah. But I'm not really mad about it. Like, it didn't end horribly.
It doesn't, like, ruin the series for me like some episode finales have.
Yes. I love sort of how, like, the friendships and relationships were built throughout the show. I think that's definitely one of the strong points.
Yeah.
Because that's a criticism we have with a lot of other shows we watch, like Riverdale and stuff, how they're not always working together, and that's one thing we miss. But, like, in Nancy, even if they have their own storyline, they still come back together as, like, a team, and I love that.
Hero of horseshoe-based friends.
It's definitely one of my favorite things about this is how it does that balance between individual storylines and group storylines. Each character has its own background. Like, Ace has his hacking and his dad and just his own personality. Same for George, Nick, Bess. All of them have like their own strong background.
I would like to strengthen some of the characters that I feel that need more next season. So like Nick, and I think George a little bit. I do think we're going to get a lot of Bess next season, though, because of the Marvin situation, so I'm happy for that. And I'm always happy for more Ace. It's funny because he's not an original character. I mean, he's not an original Nancy Drew character.
Yeah.
But I totally enjoy him. I think he plays off the group really well.
I think that's partially just the actor is really good, too. He just fits in. He's got that nice chill flow.
I think the relationship that worked the least for me this season was Nancy's and Owen's. It started out really good, but I feel like
I think it was partially like a screen time issue.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if the actor's doing something else or what else was going on, but it just felt like really sudden when they got together, and then it was just to kill him off, which was kind of disappointing, you know?
Which, yeah, it does have a vibe of like either there were other commitments or literally they just couldn't fit it in. And so they had to just cut it down. Like there might have originally been more development, but they just couldn't fit it in with all the other storylines.
Yeah. But
it wasn't horrible. It was just kind of like a, no. I mean, I love Bess and Ace. I think they're super cute together.
Definitely.
They're super fun.
That's
like,
one of my
besties.
favorite. Platankers, you mean?
Yes.
The Platanker relationship is definitely one of my favorite. I like the Ace and Nancy investigative duo relationship that's going on. I hope they do more of it.
Oh man, do you remember the episode where they had to where basically they found Nick's inheritance from Tiffany? That was a good episode because of all the mystery.
I loved that one.
That was a really
too.
good one.
And that was the first one that I was really like, ooh, these mysteries could be really fun and good and really Nancy Drew-like.
I think that was the prime for Nick and Nancy investigation.
Mm-hmm.
But I think sort of after that it's got complicated because they have all the other emotions and stuff mixed in.
Yeah.
But that one I just think I remember I really liked
with the
that
bottle
one.
and the hidden stuff and
fun.
following the book
it was
stuff.
Classic.
Yeah, that was a really good one. I think that was the Mystery of the Old Clock.
Yes.
Maybe?
Yes,
that's also the name of a book. The height of the relationship, though, I think is the Whisper Box.
Yeah.
The Dream World one. Overall, I think that this was a pretty great season. It had some hits or misses for us, but I still love Nancy. I
think for our first season, it was really well. Like, definitely the first half was a little bit rocky. Not, like, horrible, but it was just...
Yeah.
It was all right. But then I think once they really knew what they were going for, it really picked up and was really good.
Yeah, I think that they were also, like, figuring out how they wanted to use the ghosts. Because as the season progressed, the ghost sightings and stuff got more and more solid. They weren't so tenuous. Like, when they went into the dream dead world to get Ace, that was not, like, a whatever one. But then they, like, got better and better and better. And, like, even this one, which is an episode that I didn't love, the hauntings were so good.
I also feel like even some of the mysteries got better. Like, yeah, you had the... as we were saying, like the clock one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also had the serial killer with the poison one and how she would trick people. And then you have, you know, these sort of this whole Lucy build a mystery and how it got more and more
Tiffany
detailed.
And how it wasn't really
what we
trying to kill Tiffany, it was trying to kill Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely think really the whole thing, the relationships, the ghosts, and the mysteries. Just all the writers really, I think the writers and the cast, but just really found their stride partway through.
Yeah.
Which for season one, that's good to me. Like,
I agree. I think it was really great. I'm really excited for the next one. I wonder if everybody else is.
But yeah, did you all enjoy this season?
Yes.
What were your favorite episodes or your favorite people? Like, what just your favorite thing? Multiple things?
Y'all put my face on a cake?
Yes.
Whatever. Or your least favorite things.
Yes,
that's
definitely
fine too.
include that too.
Thanks for watching with us. We hope to see you next season. If you like us watching this, feel free to check us out on others. But yeah, we will see you next season. Bye.
Oh my god, it's the finale. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Why don't people love Nancy Drew as much as me? Why? I'm so glad I got renewed for season 2. I literally do not know anybody else who watches Nancy Drew, and it's totally unfair.
I think it's partially just genre-wise. It's about 4 to 5 years past its perfect timing.
But the thing is, clearly I had enough viewers for season 2.
Yeah.
So where are all these viewers?
Not watching reactions.
Why aren't they hanging out with us? I wonder. I mean, need to see if anybody else is reacting to this right now. There weren't barely anybody reacting to it when I first looked it up, and it was usually people watching like only the first episode and then deciding it wasn't for them, which is fine because the first episode's not the best. And also, I think a lot of them are probably OG Nancy Drew fans
so
who were looking for a particular thing and then didn't find it.
I have to yawn.
Okay.